In 1983, just a year after he was inducted into the Lucchese family, Al Diaco had a drug conviction. In November 1982, the FBI arrested 13 people, including members of the Lucchese family. One of the names on the indictment was John Doe. This is because at the time, they didn't know who Diaco was. Subsequently, his trial started in June of 1983, where a jury found him guilty of possession of heroin with intent to distribute and conspiracy to distribute. The judge sentenced him on July 29, 1983 to 6 years. Fast forward, in May 1992, Diaco was one of the government witnesses that was testifying at the racketeering and murder trial of Vic Amuso. During his testimony, he explained to the jury how killing fellow crime family members, even old-timers who spent their lives being loyal, was commonplace in the mob. But more significantly, he stated that when he was made the acting boss, he was told by Amuso that no murder should take place without his approval. On June 15, 1992, Amuso was convicted on all of his 54 charges, and on October 9, 1992, a judge sentenced him to life in prison. In one of Amuso's numerous appeals, his lawyers raised the issue regarding negative character evidence concerning Al Diaco. Prior to Diaco testifying at Amuso's trial, federal judge Eugene Nickerson excluded any cross-examination regarding Diaco's 1984 bail application, in which Diaco attempted to be released on bail while pending an appeal for his drug conviction. Allegedly, Diaco lied in the affidavit. Amuso's lawyers argued that Diaco constructed an elaborate story to deceive the court when it served his self-interest, and in light of this, he was motivated to lie to the government and jury about Amuso's involvement in the case. Okay, I get what the lawyers were trying to portray. If Diaco lied on a sworn affidavit in order to be released on bail, why wouldn't he lie at Amuso's trial? With that said, I'd like to pose a question to viewers. Does anyone believe that if Vic Amuso was giving a sworn statement or an affidavit for bail, he wouldn't lie? He's not going to tell the government or a jury the truth. He's a gangster. And in 1984, Diaco was also a Lucchese member. So what was he supposed to do back then? Tell the truth so that Amuso and everyone else would call him a rat? And because he did what gangsters do in 1984, by 1992, after the Lucchese family falsely labeled him, and now he's testifying as a government witness, he's a liar? Here's a hard fact. The mob has many double standards. I've personally seen them, as well as been the target of them, for years. Do as I say, not as I do.